Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Piss Off the Fans edition here on Game Night. Previously, Scorpions and Terrorism. That's exactly how it happened, you can't prove otherwise. On this episode, more terrorism! Okay, that's enough. Holy shit, look at those graphics! Oh, it's a CGI cinema. To be fair, it's a nice little detail how they cheated things by having the in-game models interact with these moving scenes. It can look a little wonky at times, but it's a good effect for the time. Loveless is a rather interesting subject. A play in the world of FF7 based on a book of poetry. The details of it are expanded upon in Crisis Core, the prequel to this story. Jesus Christ, what happened to standalone games?
Shh! No one tell him about the remake!
The other Flower Girl option allows you to buy a flower which can be used for the date mechanics.
What?
We'll get into it later. But suffice it to say, certain options raise or lower your affinity with certain characters, altering later scenes in the game. This first choice doesn't affect it directly, just allows you a later option. You'll never take me alive, coppers! This scene has zero excitement with the music and the fact that they're all pansies. Basically, you're just choosing free EXP or to save a little time. Geez, sorry, honey. I'll be home on time next time. To be fair, I do actually like the trio. It's just they're not given much time to work with. Like a lot of things, we're just supposed to care because they're there, rather than showing us enough of them to form a connection with them. Like Jesse is clearly set up as a potential romantic interest for Cloud.
Because, per Final Fantasy rules, every chick in the world loves the main character.
But it doesn't really go anywhere. We don't see how it affects Cloud or any of the others. It's just there to be there. And this is a reoccurring problem in Final Fantasy games. Or Wedge here. They have the veneer of being characters, but not any substance to what they're saying, which is vital for the plot. We need to care about these guys. That's why I said being playable would help form a connection with them. Then you could get away with the veneer of characterization. Blah, blah, blah.
He says to Jesse as the viewer says to him.
Oh, hang on! This is actually a date mechanic question. The first option does nothing. The second deducts 3 points from somebody we'll be meeting very soon. Heavy-handed is another problem with the writing. I don't know about you, but I like to go up to couples in public and stare creepily at them as I listen in on their conversations. But on the subject of the writing, well, the trio needs a little bit more. I give them credit for these minor extras having a bit of effort put into them. Like this guy jacking off to the sport pillar. Tifa? If you obtained the flower, you'd have the option of giving it to Tifa or Marlene here for the date mechanic.
No, you can't date the little girl, you weirdos!
Tifa increases hers by 5, and Marlene increases Barrett's by 5. Talking to Tifa behind the bar is another option for the date mechanic. The first makes no change. Asking for something hard gets Tifa going by 5 points.
Because interpersonal relationships are on a point system, and nothing gets a girl wetter than asking for it hard.
Jesus Christ, Barrett! Nope. Obviously, the first option boosts Tifa by 5 points.
Oh, yeah.
The other does nothing. always keep my promises. Just ask and I'm there.
And we'll make it hard. Okay, creepy enough.
How shall our terrorist adventures with our childhood friend go? Or will there be more text in our future? Find out in the next episode of Final Fantasy VII here on Game Night. In the meantime, be sure to like and subscribe to get even more text boxes. Then head on down to the comments to discuss your favorite times to stare creepily at couples.
Hard.
See you in the next episode. Why? The train, the train. If you obtain the plat, where do you find a plat lately? I mean, my God, what has this world come to when we can't find a plat when we need one? I mean, you used to be able to just go into any store, anywhere in the world, and just be able to pick up as many plat as you needed. That got all kind of tangled up there as I was saying it, because the plat. Oh God, the plat. The plat.